So I've heard Wetherspoons do a good katsu curry. So today I'm going to test it out by comparing it with Wagamamas to see who's best. So let's start off first with Wetherspoons. So the Wetherspoons I decided to go to is one that I've been to many times before, called the Cuthbert Brodrick. I've had some good meals in here and it's becoming one of my favourite Wetherspoons. The location is great, being in the centre of the city, and the views you get looking out are not bad either. Let's head in. There's 2 levels to this place, with the bar area on the ground floor taking up pretty much the whole far side of the building as you walk in. This downstairs is nice, but the upstairs is where you want to be, as it's a little quieter and there's more seating available too. Plus, if you get a seat on the edge of the balcony, you get an overlooking view of the building and outside too. The menu is the usual large Wetherspoons one with a library of food options. In fact, I might have to try out every food option they have and compare it with other places. The one I'm comparing today though is the Katsu chicken curry right there, and I'm going to get it with a soft drink, which was a Pepsi Max with a couple of big slices of lime and ice. And I liked it. Right, so here is the chicken katsu curry, and it's a good looking plate of food. Speaking of which, have Wetherspoons changed their plates? They're usually the floral blue ones, but this is a floral white one. Anyway, what you get in this meal is a portion of coconut flavoured rice, a buttermilk breaded whole chicken breast, and a mild katsu curry sauce, all garnished with some red chilies and coriander. Let's dig in. I'm going to start off with the rice. This is a coconut flavoured rice, so it should have a bit of that flavour in there. I don't think I've ever had a katsu curry with coconut rice before. I think it's more Thai food I've had it with, but let's give this one a try and see what it's like. It's not bad. You do get a slight coconut flavour, the rice is nice and soft, maybe slightly on the watery side, but you do get a good portion, and it is a little bit more exciting than normal rice. Let's try it out with the curry sauce. It does say on the menu that it's a mild one, so I'm guessing there's not going to be much spice there. It combines well with the rice, and I've got a nice bit here to try, so let's go for it. Decent. When it says mild on the menu, it means mild, as there's not too much flavour in there. You get a slight sweetness, a slight curry flavour, and not really any spice. I think I would have preferred all of these things to be stronger to make it a great tasting curry, but as it is, it's quite mild. Let's move on next to the chicken. It's already covered in the curry sauce, but I want to try out a bit without any just to see what it's like. I've managed to get a piece here, so it's a whole chicken breast that's fried and then cut into slices. The person serving me did say it was like a buttermilk fried piece of chicken, so let's try it out. That's nice. The batter on the outside is light and crispy, and it does have a kind of buttermilk flavour to it. I'm guessing they use it for other dishes too. The chicken on the inside is soft and succulent, a lot more tender than I thought it would be, so a good bit of chicken. Now let's try it out with the katsu curry sauce. I've got a piece with a nice bit of sauce in it, and I'm actually quite surprised by how tender the chicken is from my last bite. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like with the sauce. Let's try it. Really good. The sauce complements the chicken well and just adds a bit of extra flavour to the bite. The chicken again is very soft and tender. I think the chicken is definitely the star of the show here. Right, I think it's time for some combo bites. I've got some of the coconut flavoured rice, the katsu curry sauce, and a piece of the fried chicken. Here it goes. Pretty good. But I think we need to take a bite with a chili in it, just to spice things up. Now I don't know how hot this is going to be, but I'm hoping not too spicy. Let's give it a try. It's spicy. A drink is needed. So this was a decent meal. The chicken was definitely the star of the show here. The flavours were on the mild side, and I think that's where it can be improved. The sauce is a bit ambiguous and could be mistaken for a Thai curry along with the coconut rice, chilli and coriander. One of the surprising things is the plate though. I was surprised to get a white one rather than the usual blue. Overall though, a decent meal. That was a nice katsu curry. The chicken was delicious. So the total cost of that meal was £8.71. Let's move on next to Wagamamas. So the Wagamamas I decided to go to is located in the Trinity shopping centre in Leeds. It's on the top floor right in the corner, so it can easily be missed. But there are a couple of big signs on the outside though to attract your attention. There's seating available on the outside that seems to be formed perfectly in a straight line. That's pretty good work to whoever did that. Let's head in. The inside is very open and spacious with this bench style seating and open kitchen. I think this is the first time I've seen this style of seating, which is interesting. I think it adds to the atmosphere being sat like this, especially when it's busy. The menu is a good size with a lot of food options available and laid out in this very simple format, making it really easy to see and choose what you want. I headed to the curry section and chose the chicken katsu curry, which you can also get as vegetarian. I also spotted in the drink section that you can get free green tea, which is a plus, and that's the drink option I ended up going for. Provided at your table is a condiment and cutlery tray that consists of sesame seeds, 2 soy sauces and a chili oil. The green tea was the first thing to come and it's presented in this rustic little clay cup. And it tasted pretty good. Right, so here is the Wagamamas chicken katsu curry. It's a bit of a unique presentation. I don't think I've seen one like this before. Let's hope it lives up to and tastes good. So you have the chicken coated in crispy panko breadcrumbs, topped with a sticky white rice and the katsu curry sauce on top, all served with a side of salad. Let's eat. I'm going to start off with the salad. Now this is a bit of a strange addition, having salad with a katsu curry. You've got various vegetables with a dressing on top. I've got a piece of the lettuce. Let's try it out. Nice. The dressing has a bit of a sour tang to it that complements the lettuce. Let's move on to the rice. It's presented in this big dome shape and covered in the curry sauce. Now I just want to taste a bit of the rice on its own, just to see what it's like. The bit on the end doesn't have any sauce on it and I've managed to break a bit off. Let's see what it's like. Nice. It's a sticky rice rather than a coconut one, so you get the flavour of the rice and it has a fragrant note to it. Being a sticky rice, it sticks together so you can more easily pick it up with your chopsticks for a bite. But what we really need to do is mix it with the katsu curry sauce. This is how it's meant to be enjoyed, and I'm going to happily oblige. I've got a good bit of it mixed up here. Let's try it. It's decent. I was expecting a bit of a stronger curry flavour to be honest, but instead it kind of tastes a bit wooden with a hint of wasabi flavour. And when I say wooden, I mean it kind of tastes like wood with a bit of a horseradishy taste. There's not too much of a curry flavour. I'm a little bit confused by this. Let's move on to the chicken and see what that's like. Now again, I just want to try it out on its own first, just to get a sense of the flavours. It looks crispy and has a great golden brown colour. Let's take a bite of this. Very nice. The outside is very light and crispy. It has a great crunch when you bite into it. and a good fried flavour too. The chicken on the inside has a good meaty texture and a great chicken flavour. This is definitely a well-made piece of chicken, that's for sure. But how does it taste with some of the curry sauce? Let's give it another go, but with the chicken this time, just to see if it makes any difference to the flavours. I've covered it in the sauce, let's eat. Pretty good. It doesn't make any difference to the sauce, it still has that same wooden flavour, but the chicken here is really good. I think that's what you need to get if you come here. Right, I think it's time for some combo bites, and I'm going to need a spoon for this. Let's break into the rice dome and get a bit of the rice, a bit of the curry sauce, and a piece of chicken. It actually looks like a great bite of food. Let's eat it. Pretty good. And how about a bite with some of the salad too? I think it should add an extra dimension of flavour as it has a tangy dressing on it. Let's see if it improves things. It does. It's a decent meal here. Being a Japanese chain restaurant though, I was expecting it to be really good, but I don't think it quite lived up to my expectations. I've had better katsu curries at other chains, such as Wasabi. I'm not so sure if the salad quite fits into the meal either, but the chicken, that was the best item on the plate without any doubt. So that was an okay katsu curry. I have to say I'm a little bit underwhelmed. So the total cost of that meal was £13.70. So which was the better meal? Comment down below which one you preferred. For me it has to be Wetherspoons. So they weren't particularly special, either of them, and one didn't taste a lot better than the other. But for price on value, I think Wetherspoons takes it. Okay, if you like this video, click on the thumbs up icon below and click on subscribe to come along for the next food journey, and I'll see you in the next one.